We've had an interesting day here at a very crowded Magic Kingdom.
On a Tuesday.
Yeah. It's never like this on a Tuesday. One of the first things that we really like is this pass holder entrance. It makes it so much faster to get into the Magic Kingdom. I'm glad to have you with us today. One of the things I love is walking into the Dapper Dan singing. We are here a little bit later in the day, and one of the things that I'm excited about is the fact that so I'm getting distracted by the beautiful singing, but I want to show you one of the things I'm excited about. Tucked back here to the right of the firehouse, which is where you used to do Sorcerer's Magic Kingdom. Wish you'd bring that back, Disney. Over here is the Harmony Barbershop. A lot of people don't know that they can book and get their hair cut. It's not just for kids, because I have an appointment here today, and I'm excited about it. I just want to point out that one of the things that I love about the Dapper Dance is that everybody smiles while they sing and perform. I love it.
Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. No wonder that it's merry and we love. No wonder that it's merry and we love.
You may be saying to yourself, hey, Doug, aren't you normally a rope dropper? That's right, we are. In fact, we have a great video on the effectiveness of rope dropping in this park that was already out on this channel. You should check that out. But today, we got in late to our new hotel because we moved hotels. We're doing a split stay. We're staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge. We'll also be putting up a review and check out of that room if you want to see. And so we came to the Magic Kingdom a little late today, and we're just kind of enjoying it. Right now, you can see that the people are setting up for the 12 o'clock Festival of Fantasy Parade. You might remember me saying that we have experiences that we haven't done before. Well, we have never done the Magic Kingdom Dessert Party post-party fireworks show. So what's cool thing is we get special viewing for the fireworks right over there, and then we come back here and we get all the sweets we can eat, and it also now has alcohol, which wasn't a thing in the past. So there's the other thing. You excited? Michelle loves Happily Ever After, as you can tell by her shirt. It even has the quote on the back. Love it. I think she got that at Mouse Marketplace. So Michelle and I were like, hey, let's get some coffee and tea. And we stopped in at Main Street Bakery, walked in. The line seemed short, but then we looked in the wings, and it was just packed full of people. And we were like, no. So we're going to go to Joffrey's, which isn't Michelle's favorite, I will say that. Hi, Stitch. There he is up on the wall. And we are heading over to Joffrey's in Tomorrowland. We kind of took our super secret back way around. As you can see, there's hardly any people here. Main Street was packed because the parade's coming at noon, and it's a little bit before noon. So we're kind of working our way into Tomorrowland right now to go get some coffee at Joffrey's instead. One of the little Tomorrowland tips I'm going to hand out while we are waiting in the Joffrey's line is you see all these trees with the pineapples on them, the hanging underneath them, the coconut balls hanging on in there. These are part of the Tomorrowland Power Authority. And if you pay attention, this tree seems to be minus all of its coconuts. And what happened is those are the batteries, and they were harvested, and that tree is in the process of growing new ones. I think that's a nice little fact about there, that the power for Tomorrowland is grown here on these trees. I'm talking about an annoyance, and it's about a specific location. The Joffrey's here in Magic Kingdom in Tomorrowland is a mess. I have complained about them before in previous videos because they have a tendency to have, at the highest times when they need people to be working, have one window open. But when they're slow, they have two windows open. That line took forever. Michelle was able to get shaken Jamaican coffee. When I went to order my tea at 11:45 in the morning, they're out of tea. One of the primary products that they sell. They're the Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company. But here's the thing. This is the only Joffrey's cart that I have annoyances with because the line takes forever and they're often out of everything. So there's something with this particular Joffrey's cart because it's the only one that bugs me. And I'm sorry for complaining, but I'm bugged. I'm very bugged because I got poured on and I walked up, waited in that line anyway. Yeah, done. All right, deep breaths. I don't know why that got under my skin, but I think it's because it's like the 10th time something has not gone right with that specific Joffrey's. Anyway, calmer now. Here we go. We're gonna go off to Under the Sea with Little Mermaid, and we're going to try to get underneath there. I'm still probably now on the search for caffeine because I know what my addictions are. But we're gonna go over to, yeah, Under the Sea with Little Mermaid. We're gonna go ride the mermaid ride. Never mind. Little Mermaid, it's a 45-minute wait. That ride's good, but it's not 45 minutes good. We're gonna go to Gaston's Tavern. I'm gonna get my cinnamon roll, and that'll help. I knew Gaston's Tavern would come in handy. Extra icing, cinnamon roll, one of my favorite treats. And even though it's hot, I still got myself some tea, and that'll make me less cranky. So this is how to make Doug less cranky in 3 easy steps. Oh yeah, always gotta pour the icing. Oh, nice. Thanks, Gaston. Crisis averted. The other thing that the stop in Gaston's Tavern did was it pushed the storm away. Because there it is. That's pretty... That storm came in all of a sudden, too. It was just like, hey, by the way, I'm going to show up and dump on you. Over here to the right, of course, is Be Our Guest, the most sought-after reservation in Magic Kingdom. But you get a lovely view of the backside of the castle. Michelle has placed an order, a mobile order, for lunch here at Friar's Nook. The only issue I have with this space is that there's not a lot of shaded seating. There's some over here. There's some over at Pinocchio Village House across the way. And right now it's all full. And it's, I mean, it is high lunchtime, so it's kind of our fault, but it's just kind of not a lot considering the fact of how many people eat at these restaurants. Michelle and I got some food here at Friar's Nook. I got the curry brat tots, and Michelle got the bacon mac and cheese tots, which come with the extra cheese sauce and, of course, water. And I'd also like to point out that my boarding queue tips for Tron still work. This got boarding group 91 at 1 p.m. I still believe that it is easier to get 1 p.m. boarding queues than it is to get them at any other time of day. The curried brat tater tots. I really like the slaw that's on. There's like an apple vinegar slaw, and the curried ketchup is actually pretty good. I will say that the bratwurst is a little on the dry side, and because of the cinnamon roll earlier, I didn't finish all of my tater tots. But Michelle, I think she liked her tater tots. I think she did. I'm not sure though. It's time. It's time for me to get a haircut. I know I don't have a lot of hair. I understand. I've got a 5 head, the whole thing, but I am really excited about this. I've wanted to get a haircut at the Harmony Barbershop since I was a little boy, and I finally have one. This is gonna be fun. I do want to point out my super secret trick. If you want to avoid Main Street and cool off a little bit, go all the way down Main Street through the Emporium. Sometimes it's faster, sometimes it's not, but it's always cooler. And I'm here. Time to get my hairs cut. Woohoo! Well, I'm in the chair and and I'm about to get my hair cut. I'm going to try to time lapse it if I can, but we'll see what happens. I deserve this.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me finish.
Oh, yes. This is perfect.
Okay,
All right.
now I need that to be into our clothes.
Okay, my eyes are closed.
Yeah, close. You make a wish. Yeah. All the wishes and dreams.
I wish.
Wish all the wishes done for you. Bibbidi boom.
Oh, fantastic.
There you go.
Look at you. See?
Perfect.
Perfect.
I'm gonna make sure I get it all over my wife.
It's that. For the first time, you have.
Well, haircut done. Looks great. And I got pixie dusted. Why not? That was so much fun. Well, Michelle and I are in here getting coffee from the Main Street Bakery. I want to talk about the fact that the Harmony Barbershop, that haircut only cost me 21 bucks. That's really cheap. That's cheap for a men's haircut. I mean, my area it's like 30 for a men's haircut. Yeah, 21 bucks. And that's adult haircut. So that would be her, that would be me. There was no difference between them. Yeah, adult haircut, $21. Oh, and I can get my beard trimmed for 8 more, but I already did it this morning, so didn't need that happen. I'm gonna say that despite the fact that it has been raining off and on today, Magic Kingdom is crowded. This is very crowded. Genie Plus is $24 today per person. We figured we were getting here too late to make a difference, so we decided not to buy it. And that doesn't really bother us. It might bother people who are on a shorter vacation, but we are going to head to Pirates, and we've decided we're gonna wait in the line no matter how long it is, because if we don't ride Pirates, we weren't in Magic Kingdom. It says 60 minutes. There's a lot of people in here. We'll time it. We'll see how it goes. We're gonna ride it anyway. 21 minutes and we just entered the castle. I'm saying this line's gonna be about 40, not 60. We're about to get on the boats. 42 minutes. That's not bad at all. Especially since the sign said 60.
Captain Jack Sparrow, show yourself, you miserable cur! Here I be, a-holding the treasure map and the key as well. What I wouldn't give to see the look on Captain Jack Sparrow's face.
I humbly accept this magnificent treasure as one more of the larceny, skullduggery, and festivity. Drink up with me, hearties, yo-ho, 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 the pirate's life for me.
Like we always say, you don't come to Magic Kingdom unless you've been on Pirates. And I will say that the cannonballs did not blow my pixie dust off. Michelle is making her decision as to what we're doing next. We do have about 45 minutes until our Tron virtual queue might be called. I think I just got dripped on my head. So there's probably another set of rain coming in, so we're gonna figure that out. But we've been having fun. Michelle, did you make your decision?
All the outdoor stuff's closed,
Uh-oh.
so everything's really long.
That means there is a storm coming.
Yep.
So what do you want to try for? Yeah, when all the outdoor stuff closes, the lines on the indoor stuff goes through the roof. We may just do nothing. So Michelle said, hey, how about Hall of Presidents? So we were making our way over to the Hall of Presidents, and then we were using one of the Adventureland cutouts and crossovers, and then we saw Dole Whip. And Michelle hasn't had her coconut Dole Whip yet, so we need to make sure to get her some, right?
Yep.
Just so you know, there are 4 main items on the menu. However, you can make alterations to it. Michelle just likes a cup of the coconut soft serve. I like a swirl of the pineapple and coconut soft serve in a cup, and that's it. You can get those things, you just have to ask for them, and it's not that hard. So that's what we're gonna get. Here's Michelle's coconut, just coconut, and here is my coconut and pineapple swirl. And as you can see, they're melting fast, so we're gonna get into it. Here's my only issue with Dole Whip. It is so warm in Florida. It's not too bad today, but it's so warm in Florida that you have to race to not make a giant mess, which borders on trying not to get brain freeze. Right? The name of the game today is Pivot. Pivot!
Pivot! Pivot!
But we have Tron Light Cycle Run, and it's saying 15 minutes until that's called, so we're gonna just go over there now and make our way over to Tomorrowland so we're not running over there. Look, with Light Cycle Run, you have to be really careful. They are not messing around with, they're not giving you extra time. Like Guardians of the Galaxy, they'll be a lot more forgiving and understanding. In fact, we had that experience yesterday. You should check out that video in Epcot, where we had a lazy day in Epcot. But Light Cycle Run, they're not messing around. They don't want people thinking they can, oh wait, actually, while I'm talking about it, the notification just popped up, we've just been called. So now we really are going. So Tron, unforgiving if you miss. You had about 15 minutes grace period on either end, and that's it. Because people were abusing it and getting the boarding group in the morning and then trying to come back at night to ride it at night. Look, we haven't gotten to ride it at night. We understand how cool it must be, but you're really only outside for what, 5 seconds?
Very short.
It's very short outside. It's not worth it to miss your Tron Light Cycle Run just because you want to go on at night. Just go on when you get the option, okay? Like us, right now. Michelle and I have speedily made it over here from Adventureland to Tron to get on after we got called there. And just so you know, when you get here, with a virtual queue, you're gonna check in with a virtual queue and you're still going to wait. So just be prepared. Also, this park is packed today, despite the rain. And right now, I'm just excited for the fact that we're getting to Tron and we're not going to get poured on because there is rain definitely coming. It's trying to rain right now really hard. Also, on that note that I commented about earlier about 5 seconds outside, I just counted. It's 6 seconds. Yeah, you're outside for 6 seconds. One of the things I really like about this queue is you get to see the backside of Space Mountain. I just noticed something. The lightning rods on the top of that are rather extensive. I wonder if Space Mountain gets hit a lot because maybe it is a large metal structure, so I wonder. All right, 601. I pick a high locker to help people out. And back picking up my stuff. Hello, trusty backpack. Learned something new in this ride. On the way off, before you get even out of the area where the light cycles go, there is a recovery area, which pretty much means that there's a spot for you to go if you're feeling like you're gonna vomit. Now, I will say, I don't think that's a problem. Michelle, how's your motion sickness on this ride?
It doesn't bother me. That first, the launch, the outside part, as soon as you come up over the hill inside, there's like a second where my stomach drops, but that's it. By the time I get off, I'm fine.
Yeah, but there is a recovery area in case you need it. So, just letting you know. It's kind of funny to me. By the way, keep your eye out for this guy. He's over here taking pictures for Tron, and he's got this really cool thing going on, so love it. With Tron receding in the distance, we are making our way over to Liberty Square now because we need to have dinner. And it's at one of our favorite places to eat, the Liberty Tree Tavern. Woohoo! And with movie magic, we're gonna be there instantly. Watch this. Wow, who thought you could get through crowds that fast? Once you've been called, you'll be sent into the waiting area, which is set in the early American period. And there's the beautiful wife on these handmade wooden chairs. I did ask once, they are handmade. And just so you know, the bathroom for this place is up there. So just so you understand that this is an all you care to enjoy family style edition. And as you can see on here, the first thing you get is the Declaration salad. It's mixed greens, apples, cranberries, and cheese with our house-made dressing. And then you get the Patriots platter, which is the roasted pork, pot roast, and oven roasted pork with mashed potatoes, seasonal vegetables, herb stuffing, and house-made macaroni and cheese. You can have a plant-based meatloaf brought in. And then for dessert, you get the ooey gooey toffee cake and the Johnny Appleseed Warren apple cake. if you ask for it, which I'm planning on doing because I'd like to check it out. But the Uigui toffee cake is one of the best parts, and you do get a series of beverages with your drink. I also ordered a Gold Rush, which is the specialty cocktail here. Remember, you can only get alcohol at sit-down restaurants in Magic Kingdom. This is the Elijah Craig 12-year with honey and garnished with crystallized ginger and lime juice. This looks really good, but it's all you care to enjoy. You have all these beverages you can choose from on here to go along with your meal. And it's, again, all you care to enjoy. So you can ask for second helpings. Okay, the first ever restaurant we ever reviewed on this channel was Liberty Tree Tavern. Hasn't gotten any worse. And it was great back then, it's great now. In fact, I actually think it's better. I think they've really kind of stepped it up. I remember when this used to be sponsored by Stouffer's, and it was literally the stuff that you could get out of your grocer's freezer, and it was awful. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I can't see right now.
I know. Sun's in Michelle's eyes. She's gonna, the one thing, she's holding it for me, but the one thing I want to let her know is that if you're in one of these restaurants, you can ask for a to-go cup of your regular beverage. Not the alcohol, but of the like iced tea, Coke, whatever you've got. We're gonna head on over to Haunted Mansion probably because it looks like there's a storm coming in and we're gonna avoid the rain. Magic Kingdom is crowded today. We don't know what's going on. It's super, super crowded. The rain's not driving anybody away. The sun's at our back. So we're kind of like making it up as we go along. And we saw the People Mover has 15 minutes. We actually like the People Mover. So that's where we're going. We may do Monsters Inc. Laugh 4 after that.
Inside your car.
We love the People Mover. And sometimes I like to request the last car. Just because you get the most experience out of it.
Non-stop service around Tomorrowland.
But a lot of fun. And off we go. Time to People Move. Here's one of the best views in Disney World. And it's golden hour. Look at that. So nice.
And a lot of the visionary ideas throughout Walt Disney World. Look, there's even a tiny People Mover. I wonder if that means there's a tiny forest.
Recently, we made a Disney bucket list.
Mr. Tom Morrow.
I want to add one.
Contact Mr. Johnson in the control tower to confirm your flight to the moon.
Yes, Mr. Morrow. I'm glad that stayed in. I want to add one to our bucket list. Seeing Space Mountain with the lights on while we're on People Mover. I have never seen that ever. Not once. Have you? Nope. So that's now on our bucket list. By the way, if you don't believe me with how busy Disney is today, yeah, there's a lot of people in Tomorrowland right now. A lot of people. I'm going to show you something here that I learned a couple years ago. See that plate that just showed up right there? That plate covers up the attendance station for Carousel of Progress. And apparently, people were throwing their trash off of this, and a diaper hit the attendant. Not cool.
Whether you have one eye or
Oh yeah. Isn't she pretty in Golden Hour? That looks so nice. This ride, ever since the refurb, has gotten so much smoother.
Thanks for riding with us. It's been a pleasure to have you.
We loved it before, and now it's just like,
Because now
right?
is the time.
Yeah, it's a nice, relaxing ride around Tomorrowland, exactly as they used to call it.
Tomorrow.
Kick back and rest your feet.
Kick back, rest your feet. Just don't put them on the seats. So Michelle and I just learned something. If you see those gentlemen standing at the table right there in the center, those two gentlemen are checking in anybody for the post party. It is currently 7:30. The post party happens after the fireworks, but you get this wristband after you check in, and then you can go over to this green area over here, and that's the fireworks area, and you are allowed in there and no one else is. So one of the cool things about it is that it's now roped off and no one can go in there unless you're part of the fireworks party. And you can check in early. Afterwards, you would go up the ramp, and then there is a second area to check in for the post-party dessert part. Since we have some time before the dessert party starts, Michelle and I are getting in line for the Monsters Inc. Laugh 4. One of the things that I really like about it, thank you for being here today. One of the things that I really like about it is that you can text in jokes and they might get used in the show. So you have to make sure you look at the television to tell you what to text and who to text and where to text the joke, and then they might end up in the show.
Journey.
Riley.
Correct! That is just one small example of my telepathetic powers. Riley, I need you to think of a number between 1 and 55. Do you have that number in your head?
Yes.
Very good. I want you to tell that number to the audience so they will know when I get it correct. But don't worry, Riley, I will close my eyes so I cannot hear you.
23.
Have you told the audience your number?
Yes.
What? Riley? Riley! Riley! Oh, there you are. Sorry, I could not hear you. My eyes were closed. Riley, did you tell the audience your number?
I did.
Why are you whispering into a microphone?
Because you're whispering into a microphone.
Well played, Riley, well played. Well, here comes the tough part where I pluck that number from your brain, but we have to be linked in, so Riley, I need you to place your hands on the side of your head. Very good. Now turn your fingers into antennas. I see you've done this before, Riley. That's good. And now repeat this phrase of mystery. Wow, wow, wow!
Wa la la la!
It worked. I have your number. It's 49.
I don't know about that one.
Higher or lower?
Lower.
49.
Is it lower than that?
No.
Is it higher than that?
No.
Those are your two choices, Riley.
It's lower.
Is it low? Oh, okay, okay. Now, is it like a little lower?
Monsters Inc. Laugh 4, always fun. My jokes never get used, and they're funny. Gosh darn it, they're funny. I just want my jokes being used. At this point, Michelle and I are making our way into the hub because we are heading over to the special viewing area for our fireworks dessert party. It is an extra charge for this dessert party. It's not free. Just make sure you understand that. It is rather expensive. It's $98 per person, and there's no discounts because they serve alcohol. And because of the serving of alcohol at a Disney park, they don't give you any kind of discount, so be prepared for that. All right, we are in our spots for the fireworks, and we're actually sitting down on the ground, and it's kind of fun. And there's a young lady doing trivia, and I love Disney trivia. Looking forward to this. And this is our view. So yeah, this is a great spot to watch it from. This is part of why this party is worth the money. Michelle wanted me to point out that there is a Cheshire Cat moon tonight. great fireworks. Now for a party. We're in line for the post-party check-in. We've already checked in that they know we're here, but now we're just getting our table. And I love Happily Ever After, and Tinkerbell flying always gets me every time. Love it. So here's my first spread. First thing is that it's a Chardonnay and a Blue Moon. I double-fisted it, sorry. Michelle also got herself a Chardonnay. A nice pile of selections. There's all kinds of things like Firehouse Donuts and pistachio bites and chocolate-covered strawberries, cheese, butterscotch pudding, which, by the way, I've had at Crystal Palace. It's so good. And then these cinnamon apple crepes. All this looks phenomenal, right? So far, so good. I'll tell you one thing. The Chardonnay, I don't remember what it was, and I'll try to find out. But the Chardonnay that they chose, this is top notch. I like this Chardonnay. And the winner so far for me was a tie between the chocolate-covered strawberries, because the dark chocolate is so good, and those apple crepes, apple cinnamon crepes. Wow, those are good. But cheers. So I went back. Unfortunately, there were no chocolate-covered strawberries, but I did get those Firehouse Donuts. Those are really good. And the pistachio crispy thingies, which are also very good. Some cheese. And I grabbed their sparkling wine and another Chardonnay, just because they're just letting you grab it, which is fine by me. I want to point out something. I still have lots of glitter in my hair. As Michelle just put it, glitter is the gift that keeps on giving. Forever and ever. I sure hope this comes out. All right, so I want to point out something. Michelle and I have achieved 4 drinks apiece. At Disney prices, that's average of about $15 a drink. So at $98 for the party, we've achieved $60 in just drinks alone at the party. That's not including the premium seating and the extra food. We're really starting to feel that this party is worth it. Yeah?
I mean, I think we made it worth it. I don't know if it is for everybody, but this is a good value for us.
Yeah, I would concur with that sentiment. And there's plenty of food. I have to say, actually, the surprise winner of the Firehouse Donuts. Michelle said that it's one thing that she went up and got seconds of. There were no more chocolate-covered strawberries, so I'm glad I at least got one. They were so good. Okay, so the room is cleared out. Michelle and I are closing the place down, I guess. And I am 100% sold that the value for this was exactly where it should be. I was very skeptical at first. The only reason, I'm going to be honest with you, I bought this was to keep my wife happy. This was happy wife, happy life kind of a thing. She really wanted to make sure she had good viewing on Happily Ever After, and I wanted to make sure she did it, so I literally kept refreshing and refreshing and refreshing, and I got this post-party last week. That's not common. They're almost all sold out, and we just got lucky. Someone must have canceled. I grabbed the one that was canceled. There you go. Now, value for dollar for this post-party, for the location that we got to stand at, for the food that we were served in desserts, and for the amount of alcohol we were able to consume, which, I have to be honest, is 5 each. We feel that this is excellent. Well done. Well done. If you have to make the value, though. That's the thing. You have to make the value. You can't let Disney make the value for you, or you're not going to get the value for your money. However, if you can get one of these, do it. Absolutely do these post-party. This was great. We've never been able to do this before. This was great. Enjoyed the heck out of this. All right. We've had an interesting day here at a very crowded Magic Kingdom.
On a Tuesday.
Yeah. It's never like this on a Tuesday. What was going on today?
Yes, summer.
Everything was over 60 minutes, pretty much all day long. Yeah. We got on a bunch of rides. I mean, we got the 1 o'clock Tron because my virtual queue tips actually work. And that after-hours party, oh yeah, totally worth the money. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be 100% honest about that party. We booked it last week. Like, late last week.
Like, leaving Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Late last week.
Yeah, we got very lucky, but you can still you know, find really cool things like that if you try. Yeah, we had a great day. Yeah? Yeah. Magic Kingdom, Michelle's favorite park. Glad we could spend it having a great day, despite, like, we didn't do a lot. And even though Joffrey's tried to ruin it this morning.
And the rain too, but we kept ending up inside.
Yeah, inside. Monsters Inc. was extra funny tonight. That was just, we had a blast. We had a blast. We're glad to bring you along with us. If you want to see more adventures, we have a playlist of all of our park vlogs. And, you know, we do this all the time. And because we're crazy and addicted. We've met a lot of fun people today. We met some friends from Maryland. We had friends from all over the place today. Yeah, the Monsters Inc. people were, they were from Avalon. From Avalon, New Jersey, right? So, like, just lots of great times today. Met some great people from our area. That's the best part. Make park friends. Make park friends. And then we did the after hours party. The post party. I will never not do the post party. We closed the place. We were the last ones out. I felt a little bad for the cast members. But, and then I have to talk about the Harmony Barbershop. I still have my glitter. Yep, you can still see it. And that, I'm willing to bet I'm gonna have glitter in my head for like weeks.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
I hate glitter. But I love pixie dust. Anyway, it was a day of firsts. The Harmony Barbershop, the post party. Yeah, we had a great day despite the fact that this park was really freaking crowded. Off to home. And if you could do us a favor, comment down below, was your favorite part of our day today? We'd appreciate that. And hit the subscribe button. You know, we don't want to block out the castle for too long because it's very pretty back there. But the castle, so pretty. And like we always say, and we mean it, we don't like to say goodbye because we're going to see you real soon. So we say, see you bye. Have a good one. I am not using my good audio just so you can see how crowded it is. We are over an hour from park close, and that's the ferry line. Wow.